Welcome back to the 2015 SUNYAC Women's Tennis Championship, live from Binghamton, New York. Tom DiCamillo, Commissioner of the SUNYAC. And we're joined by the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Big 5-3 victory today over Oswego. Sitting to my left, your right if you're watching at home, Kelsey Henn, and then Caitlin Healy, and head coach Anne-Marie Curl. Let's start with you, Kelsey. That was a long match down there.
It was a very long match.
So put it in perspective, playing yesterday and coming back right away and have to play something like that. Is it harder to focus physically recovering to play, or is it more mental at that point?
I think it's a more mental game. I was playing two different players. I played a player yesterday that hit completely different from the player that I played today. So mentally I had to adjust and figure out which way I had to hit the ball and go forth with the match.
I don't think people probably realize when you're playing back-to-back matches like that, if the players are complete opposite, that must be a big challenge.
Oh, it's definitely a big challenge. You know, if you're hitting against someone that hits with a lot of pace and hits harder, and then you make the change to play against someone that hits with a lot of topspin, it's a huge change and it's a huge adjustment, but as soon as you get in the right groove, then you're good to go.
When let's talk to Caitlin here. Caitlin, when you, in this format, the first to 5 and the match is over.
Yep.
So in the doubles, how important was it to at least get that one doubles win? Because when you're down 2-1, you're still in that sort of that precarious situation. But how important was it to pick up at least one doubles win?
Yeah, doubles is huge. I mean, you want to come out of the gate strong and give your team at least a win or 2 or 3 to start off the match, and it definitely ups the momentum to go into singles and kind of gives you time to breathe and relax before you go into singles. And so I think it's huge. Doubles really means a lot at the start of a match.
Talk about the tournament itself. What's the experience like from an athlete's perspective?
SUNYACs is awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's what you work for all season. It's a time for the team to get together and show everyone and compete with every team and really just leave it all on the court.
Anne-Marie, I want to bring you in here a second. I've asked a couple of the coaches, and especially when you have a freshman player, it's a really unique sort of championship format from the standpoint is you have your players, and 6 weeks into school you have a championship, where most other sports have a lot more time. So they're getting acclimated to not only their schedules, but then you have freshmen that are getting acclimated to college. What kind of challenge is that for a coach?
It's tough. It is difficult, but every SUNYAC team faces it in tennis. So we just go right into preseason with an intensity right away. And I'm very transparent with every player and say you need to bring it right away and start your conditioning and start making the adjustments to your game right from the start of our season.
What have you seen? Because we've seen it from the conference level, you hear the other coaches talk of real improvement in Plattsburgh tennis over the last couple of years. So talk about how you've done that over the last few years.
Well, I'd love to take all the credit, but it's not true. I mean, we've really just committed to establishing a culture of team and of athletes, and everyone, I would say we have 100% buy-in. We have 6 scorers here, but we have a squad of 13. Everyone works hard at practice, trying to make each other better. We're very supportive of our scorers, and it just, I would really attribute the success to they want to improve.
And talk a little bit about, let's ask Caitlin this question. Plattsburgh, when you look at geographically where it's located, when you guys are going on road trips,
Yep.
you spend a lot of time together. Does that help bonding as a team?
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to some other schools that are, Rochester area, there's a lot of D3s, they go up and back really quick, but you guys are probably doing overnights or long bus trips. Talk about that, how that has helped the team.
I mean, we had one home match this whole season, so we were on the road basically the whole season. We love road trips.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun. It's a time for the team to hang out and spend time together and really get to know each other, which I think really just helps the team as a whole on and off the court. Really gets that feeling of like togetherness and team bonding.
What will you take from the experience going into next year, and how do you help the younger players to basically break it down that it's, in the end, it's just another tennis match, even though it's not, but it really is.
Yeah, I mean, I think our freshmen this year and really the whole team just wants to improve. So I think every year we just get more and more excited and we get better as a team. So I think everyone just really improves and gets more excited as the season goes on.
Let's talk to Kelsey, first-year player. at Plattsburgh, and you're on a whirlwind because you start school and then get right into this. Now that the championship is over, what will you what are your thoughts through your head going into the rest of throughout this year and next year?
I mean, it's going to be a lot different now because everything's going to take it's going to slow down now. But I'm still going to focus on, the things that I need to work on now. So in these past few matches that my coaches observe things that I need to work on, I know what I need to work on. So in going into our spring season and next season, next fall, this winter I'm definitely going to put a lot more work in and try and get a better game.
When you're playing at this level with all the athletes around you, pick up things that they do that you say, oh, I can do that. That's a good way to approach something.
Oh, definitely. When I see a player that hits with the topspin, then it just makes me like, okay, I want to try and do that, get that shot down. That's an awesome shot to have, so it'd be a nice thing to add to my repertoire.
So, I know you guys have a long trip back. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a great win today. Kelsey Henn, Caitlin Healy, and head coach Anne-Marie Curl from Plattsburgh. 5-3 winners over Oswego at the 2015 SUNYAC Women's Tennis Championships. Congratulations.
Thank you.
ladies.
Thank you.